Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. This is going to be an inspection here on hive number 21. So if you notice, the bees are using this top entrance here. It's late in the evening and there's a lot of activity around this hive compared to the others. The other bees are pretty much done for the evening. There's a lot of activity around here. So I just found a hive number 24 that we lost for whatever reason, and I'm afraid we might have the same thing going on here. I think this may be robbing. I don't see bees on the front hanging out. I see a bunch of spurious activity like robber bees do. So let's get in here real quick before it gets dark, and we may have another hive that we need to take care of the comb and protect it. So this hive didn't do much with the super at all. And it smells kind of like hive 24 did. Kind of an old comb smell. Not rotten, but see, this doesn't look like bees that belong here at all. So yeah, I think we got us another hive that has absconded on us. Or failed, whatever. Whatever the reason, I don't believe that we will find bees in here. Yeah, I don't see bees hanging out on top here. So the good news is, I think, we've got honey in here. Yeah. So we've still got honey in this hive. See, that's capped right there. And they have begun the robbing. Yeah. So we got a little bit of wax moth damage right here. Not too bad. Still, we're finding a lot of capped honey, but there's no bees, nobody's at home. This was one of my, I can't remember if this was the virgin queen hive or the one I split away from. Yeah, so we got wax moth trails in here. So we're gonna need to freeze these frames to stop the wax moths. Then we can give this honey back to another hive. Lots of pollen, bee bread in that. So we caught it early, fairly early. So you got your wax moths going here. But we've caught it before it's been all robbed out totally. Yeah. So I'm going to freeze these frames, and they say 2017 on them. So I didn't see any bees that belong here. These are all robbers. Get in the bottom real quick, see what it looks like. Not much wind, so that smoke hangs around. Just trying to get these bees out of here. Tell them to go home. Take a quick peek in here. That's all robbed. Yeah, so see, they were working on robbing mostly in the bottom and hadn't really started on the top yet. Got us some wax moth damage in here, honey. Yeah, wax moth larvae are getting started in here pretty good. So, man, that's a bummer. That's the second one. So, what that tells me, 2 in a row here, and the one that did this previously, it hadn't had a split to do, or it wasn't from a split to have a break in the mites. And I believe this one here was an established hive. I pulled the queen out and she went to one of these. This one made a fresh queen, but so they did have a brood break, but I'm concerned about mite load now. So probably what I will do this weekend, I'm gonna pull these supers off and I'm gonna give it OA treatment, oxalic acid to these, and then we're gonna follow up every 6 or 7 days and do 3 to 4 treatments to get the mite load down. Because I think, I don't know for sure if this was because of mites, but this is what happens when they leave because of mites. It could have just been a simple queen failure. I don't do alcohol washes and check my bees like that. I know I should, but I just assume they always have mites, and I treat twice a year, spring and fall. But I think this fall I'm going to start earlier because this is the second one I found like this. Here's a shot of that bottom board. You can see all the wax cappings that have been torn off. Yeah, so there's wax moth larvae. And some of these may be hive beetle larvae. But they get down in that. They lay their eggs in there. So yeah, we need to take care of that too. So that's the end of the video. Give me a thumbs up and any comments. I appreciate it. What you think about mites, what you think I might ought to do. I welcome the input as long as it's constructive. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.